An Austrian right-wing extremist is occupying one of the central places here in Brussels in front of the European Parliament. They want to deport migrants, they want to deport asylum seekers, and they want to deport all Europeans that don't look as white as they want people to look. How do we call this? We call this fascism. And this is fascism manifesting here in front of the European Parliament. We should not give the enemies of democracy not even an inch of space to express themselves. This is anti-democratic, fascist movement protesting in front of European Parliament.
4 countries that has banned Nigerians this week. Number 1 is UK, US, Canada, and UAE. Number 5 is Qatar. They say that Qatar will soon ban it. In fact, they are on the move to ban Nigerians because of the autist activities our people are operating in Qatar. Okay, now let's just talk. I want to ask, why are these countries banning us? Is it because of the high rate of Japa syndrome or a rising case of crimes and misconduct by our people?
Bam! Bam! You see? Why? Why are all these countries rejecting Nigerians? Why? USA, visa ban permanently, bam! Don't stop am. UK, bam! It don't stamp am. Qatar, UAE, all of them, see the way they are banning us. See the way they are banning we Nigerians. Why? Because of some of our brothers. The bad behavior they are committing in their country. They are polluting their society, their economy, their community. With the bad behavior from Nigeria, they are bringing that bad behavior. You see? They say charity begins at home. The way you behave at home will be the way you behave wherever you are. There's no how you are trying to cover your bad behavior. One day it will escalate. It will explode. And see the way they are exploding their behaviors all over the whole world. Our Nigerian brothers and sisters that are doing illegal things in another country, see the way it's affecting us. Nigerians, visa ban, bam. You can't enter. Whether you are good, whether you are not good, you can't enter. Where are all these our Nigerian youths? I have not seen them fighting against USA. Like can't we fight against USA? Shebi we have the media. Oh yeah, boycott USA. USA will play in World Cup. Oh yeah, boycott them. Qatar will play in World Cup. Boycott them. Oh yeah, all these countries, they are going to play in this World Cup. Go and boycott them. England will play. Go and support their other team. South Africa say we should be going. Go and fix your country. Go back. We are hating them. They are xenophobic. What are USA and Qatar now? They are what? Qatarophobic. Qatar are Qatarophobic. UAE are what? They are UAE-phobic. Abi? USA are what? USA-phobic. Abi? Donald Trump is what? Abi? He doesn't love we Africa. He doesn't love we Nigerians. Abi? South Africa. Why you no give South Africa permanent ban, visa ban? Why USA no give xenophobic country that we all saying as a Nigerian youth, why are they not getting visa ban? We that we are the good and hardworking Nigerians, good and hardworking country, why did they ban us? Vietnam, they are trying to ban us. Thailand, all of them, they are trying to ban us because of the bad atrocities our brothers are committing over there. They are polluting their country. They are polluting their country. If we Nigeria, we don't care. Another person, the owner of their country, they care about their country, the well-being of their children. You are polluting their country, their community, their surroundings with our bad behaviors, immoral activities that our brothers are committing over there. South Africa said we should go back and fix our home. We are fighting against them. We are hating them. They don't care. They don't care. All what they care is about their country. They want to make their country great because it is a great country once again. They want it to become greater. We Nigeria, we are the giant of Africa. Our country, we are the best. We have best musician, best millionaire, best Dangote, this, that, Davido, everything. We are suffering. With all the good things we have in Nigeria, we are still suffering. Suffering and smiling is our nation. Abi? Nigeria, why? Make we youth gather ourselves. Is it a crime for Nigerian youth to lead? Is it a crime for we to say we don't want all this old era, old president, say no to all these old politicians? This is not the matter of we saying Tinubu must go, another party we want, Obi we want. Since we have been changing PDP, APC, PDP, APC. Old cargo. We want the youth that have witnessed what we are witnessing as a youth. That is the only way we can solve our problem in Nigeria. You see? Oh yeah, now make we go boycott all these 5 countries that have banned us now. They put us visa ban. South Africa have not put us visa ban. No. They just say go home and fix your country and come back here illegally with your document. They have not put us visa ban. No. We are not thinking. Nigerian youth, we are not thinking. Arrest my case. God, arise.
Mama, well people. Very, very, very good. Then make like this. Look that way. Good girl, very good girl. Nonsense. Papa, you are saying where a red game? 3-1. Nonsense. Otherwise, I will finish you.
First of all, guys, do you know what is going on? The South Africa presidency is blaming Ghana, is accusing Ghana for Ghana being the reason they are getting isolated by other African countries. The presidency accuses Ghana of fueling campaign to isolate South Africa over immigration tension. Don't forget, their president's visit was cancelled. The ambassador in Ghana was summoned. Ghana actually was the first country to repatriate its citizen back. And, you know, Ramaphosa, these gold fields and everything going on. And right now, South Africa is saying that Ghana is the reason why other African countries are isolating themselves from South Africa. Don't forget, you know, there have been videos making rounds that some South African musicians are getting boycotted all over Africa. So right now they are blaming us as if the Jacinta and the Victoria Africa people do not go about confronting other African nationals. South Africa wants to eat their cake and have it. Your people are going around sacking others. And then you still want others to be free with you. Then you are blaming. No, stop. Don't do that too. Let's be guided. Stop blaming Ghana. You seriously stop blaming Ghana, because everybody is seeing what you're doing, and everybody is like, okay, you are free to do what you want to do in your country. So it's not by force for everybody to be friends with your country. Or you know, with Jacinta, they can't say make nobody support them.
Country, this is our country. We are cleaning our country. Our forefathers died for this country. Mandela was jailed for this country. Stop corrupting our country.
So Nigeria and Ghana is not part of the countries that can enter South Africa without visa. So Nigeria now and Nigeria now no they part of the countries that they enter South Africa without visa. South Africans just released the list of countries that are visa free. Nigeria is not part. Talk more of Ghana. The whole giant of Africa is not part. Una they say Nigerians can't enter South Africa without visa. But all these countries where una mention, were they there when South Africa was not South Africa? No, were the countries there. Nigeria stood by South Africa when South Africa was not South Africa. Even Nelson Mandela came to Nigeria to thank us, the Nigerians, for standing by South Africa. So now they are listing the countries that can enter South Africa visa free. Nigeria is not part. Ghana is not part. But Americans, they enter South Africa without visa. Other European countries, they enter South Africa without visa. We will be Africans cannot enter South Africa without buying visa. Look at our beloved country, Ghana. All you need is ticket. Get your passport, buy your ticket, and piam, you're in Ghana. Same likewise, other countries can come to Nigeria without buying visa. Other African countries can come to Nigeria without buying visa. So don't they buy visa now to enter each other country? Wow.
Now, what's the corner? Yeah? For times it doesn't. Woman, ngizwile la kuthi Jacinta Radela. uJacinta Radela.
Yini manje?
Awuzange u5000, awuzange uthakho u5000. My sister. uJacinta Radela. Awuzange sister stop. Nangu phakathi umthakathi. Anizwanga ngani uJacinta Radela khona. No. Awukahloka Vimba. Awuzange uJacinta Radela. Vimba. Ungazwanga lokho. Vimba. Nihamba nini? Vimba. Sisiyani. Uhamba nini? Hambani guys. Hambani. Awuzange ukuthi uJacinta Radela. Uphakele umthakathi yena. Uphakele umthakathi uyenza uphakele. Ongeke wena man.
I've seen Ghana, I've been to Ghana. I've seen small businesses being closed down, particularly from Nigerians, because they are just from next door, you know, and then they close them down and they say that, no, small businesses here in Ghana are for Ghanaians, and so on. So we must never allow ourselves to be characterized as xenophobic by failure to enforce our laws. And be clear, we have a problem in South Africa of illegal, undocumented people.
So after dropping that video yesterday, captioned "Dear South Africa, Africa is watching," I've had a few reactions, and it is actually coming from some South Africans who think that the narrative should not include all South Africans because this barbaric act is being committed by a minority and not the overwhelming majority. Well, at least we've seen one or two South Africans on the internet who are condemning these acts, so we definitely know that it cannot be all South Africans. But then when you see some of the comments and the reactions under the various posts on social media, especially posts that involves that bitter soul, Jacinta, the likes of Pakela and the rest, you will definitely get to know that it is a national agenda and it is not just select few who are beating or maltreating African migrants. So it is not a minority as they are claiming, but this is a national agenda of the overwhelming South African majority. And you see, Julius Malema is one person that I have admired for a very long time because of some of the bold statements he has made in the past. But then listening to him after the evacuation of these 300 Ghanaian citizens, I realized that Julius Malema and Jacinta were actually speaking the same language, especially when he said that the Ghanaian government overreacted by evacuating those people from South Africa. I was a bit shocked.
Where I think the Ghanaian government really overreacted. I think it's disappointing, man. I think we've had a lot of respect for Ghana as a country and for the people of Ghana, and we still do. But for them to react in the way that they did is largely dishonest, because for them to claim that there were people who were beaten up when they know there were no people beaten up, and for the Minister of Police to even echo that is absolutely ridiculous. What we saw in that video was Victoria Africa talking to someone who had broken the laws of the country, come in illegally, come in legally and stay illegally, which is something a lot of foreign nationals do. And instead of them addressing that issue in a correct manner, to say, listen, we noted that there's a citizen of ours who is in the country, so broken the laws, these are our concerns, etc., they decided to do a whole PR exercise that would paint South Africa as xenophobic. Very disappointing.
The Ghana response was not necessary because it now creates an impression that we are all like that, when it is a certain section of our society that needs to be contained by law enforcement. And one Ghanaian lady was saying, you see, the problem is, and I wouldn't have taken this option, the problem is we're being beaten in front of the police and the police are not doing anything. That's the problem. And when this opportunity came for me to leave, I left, because if the police can't defend me, it means the state is in agreement with the people who are beating me. So we think it was too quick. We'll still resolve this, and President of Ghana should have given us, some time to really deal with this matter, and we'll get to the bottom of it. We hope they will come back to their senses. We don't have to respond the same way they did. We need to pursue the diplomatic engagements with Ghana until we find one another. We don't think Ghana responded in a manner that really reinforces dialogue and diplomatic engagement.
When you have videos of Ghanaian people being abused and maltreated by South Africans, and even videos of people having scars on their bodies as a result of some of the attacks that they've suffered from South Africans just because they are living in their country, you cannot say that the Ghanaian government actually overreacted by evacuating its citizens from your country. The Ghanaian people are very tolerant, but Ghanaians are not stupid. So we cannot sit unconcerned and watch innocent Ghanaians being maltreated and being assaulted without doing anything. And I believe Julius Malema should have known the situation that we were in before making those statements. So whatever is happening in South Africa, as I said, do not be deceived that it is just a select few or a minority who are doing that. This is actually the handiwork of the government, including the president and all the top political figures in South Africa. But it's quite sad knowing that South Africa was not built only by the citizens of South Africa. I've already made videos elaborating how other African countries came together to support South Africa during the time of apartheid. Hostels were built to house South Africans, scholarships, shelter, money were given to South Africans. Nelson Mandela was moving from one African country to another, going to Ghana, Zambia, Nigeria, Zimbabwe, Tanzania for money just to fund the elections, because Africans knew that Nelson Mandela winning that election means liberation for the black South Africans. And just about 30-something years on, these same people are saying that we don't want you on our land because we are fixing our country. And instead of following protocol and diplomacy to do the needful, they are rather resorting to these barbaric, inhumane acts, beating people, killing people, and even stealing from shops. The so-called march for liberation has now turned to looting and robbery. You should be ashamed of yourself, because in this modern era, no country will ever do what these South Africans are doing. So I'm sorry to say, these are not the act of minority. This is a national agenda, and I can tell you that the overwhelming majority of South Africans are actually happy and in support of whatever is going on. But as I said, tolerance is not stupidity, and Africans are definitely watching even closer, and very soon the consequences of these actions will hit you stronger than you ever imagined. And it's as simple as that. Drop a few likes and follow the page for more Mediani Citizen. Kojo Jr.